Protein versus moisture. What to do? What to do? Now, when it comes to really figuring out whether my hair needs more protein or more moisture, I actually had a hard time really figuring it out just because I was reading all these articles, watching these videos, looking at the charts, and I kept feeling like certain things on the charts were just overlapping between protein overload and moisture overload. So I said, you know what? Forget all that. Let me actually look at my hair. And I noticed certain things that made me just go, you know what? We could just simplify this whole process of knowing what your hair needs. And my simple way of figuring out, I actually call like the Noodle Test. And this can also help with your cooking if you're cooking pasta. But the quote-unquote perfect noodle or perfect curl is al dente. You know, it's enough moisture and enough protein right there in the middle. And with overcooked noodles, they're limp, they hold no shape, they're a bit clammy, and that's the same as with moisture overload with your curls. So if you have so much moisture in your hair, the curls aren't defined. Sometimes if it's extreme, it can be a bit clammy, but for the most part, your curls aren't defined. And then on the opposite end of that is an uncooked noodle, which is just hard, brittle. You know, obviously it's very, very defined, but it's just crisp. It can't really move around without breaking. And that is protein overload. That's when your curls are super defined, they have shape, but they're very, very brittle and you can't move it around. So really that's how I figure out if my hair needs more protein or more moisture, is just really comparing it to cooking. Comparing it to pasta. But I hope this helps. I hope it makes it a little bit easier for you to figure out whether you need more moisture and more protein. And as with every single curly hair routine you see, I always say pay attention to your own hair, see what works for you and what doesn't. But definitely, I hope the Noodle Test works to your advantage. Whoa, how do I simplify this? I said it was simple, but was it really? Who knows?